Good morning. I hope you're having a blessed morning. Yes, I am still having coffee and I am not ready this morning yet, but we're going to go ahead and start. So Revelations 14:2, it says, "And I heard a sound from heaven like the roar of rushing waters, like a loud peal of thunder. The sound I heard was like that of harpists playing their harps. There's a sound that awakes the hearts of God's people, a sound that reminds us where his presence was, that calls us back to it." In Revelation 14, John hears the voice of many waters, a voice full of life, power, and peace. And in Jeremiah 7, God calls his people to remember the Shiloh, the place where his presence once rested before they drifted away in disobedience. Now, I know these are two different scriptures, but they're connected in a way. So the connection is clear. When we forget the sound of his voice, we're not really connecting with the Holy Spirit, and we want to return to his presence. The sound of many waters means his peace is drowning out noise of the world. The harpist in Revelation 14 represents a people whose heart is tuned into heaven, just like Jeremiah's day, saying, "Look back to where my glory once was. Let me dwell among you again." In Jeremiah 7:12, God tells his people to remember the Shiloh, a place where his presence once was. And for you, that might be a time when prayer was really alive, or a season where the word really burned in your heart, or that could have been a time where prayer, you prayed and your prayers were answered, and you were blown away by the results of what happened. And because I know that's happened for me, and I'm like, how did that happen so quickly? Or you don't even know how. I mean, only by God. So it's just, so I get it. But, or a place where you knew his voice and you knew it so clearly that you walked in peace. Shiloh was supposed to be a place of peace and worship, and the people of Judah began to put their trust in the building instead of God. So they believed that the presence of the temple would protect them instead of God. And regardless of the way that they were sinning, they continued to practice idolatry and social justices. Jeremiah 7:12 says, "Go now to the place of Shiloh, where I first made a dwelling for my name, and see that I did it because of the wickedness of my people, Israel. While you were doing all these things, declared the Lord, I spoke to you again and again, but you didn't listen. I called you, but you did not answer. Come back to the sound of my voice. Come back to my presence." God's call back is not only for forgiveness, but it's for purpose. And the restored church won't chase authority. It won't chase power, but it will carry compassion, and it will carry unity and holiness. Historically, this was a promise. This was a promise that Jerusalem would be safe and renewed, surrounded by God's glory. Our safety, identity, and peace come from no man. They come from no defenses from man, but only from God's redeeming love, meaning that your faith in God is your wall and your deliverance. I want to say something. I want to say that I apologize that I come off with such a serious face on a lot of my videos, but that's just my face. Because when I'm trying to concentrate, that's just my natural face. So I'm not trying to look that way, but I just do. I do have a good smile. I just look serious in most of my videos. Anyway, so I hope that you all have a blessed day.